What's up, peeps? We're back. As always, I'm your host, Lee Benson. Thank you so much for joining us for our YouTube edition of the AEW Insider. Let's get to the show. AEW. Well, in a very weird move, the Young Bucks, yes, both Nick and Matt, deleted their Twitter accounts. If you ask me, it has to be a part of their AEW storyline. Maybe due to their recent losses. They can reactivate at any time, which they will in time. Social media helped them sell a lot of merchandise, made them huge on the indies, and helped them get to AEW. Like I said, it's got to be a storyline move, peeps. On Dynamite this week, the awesome faction, the Dark Order, came out and attacked and closed the show. Well, a video went viral of a Dark Order member attacking Dustin Rhodes, and the guy legit is not punching Dustin at all. Instead, he's punching the mat right next to Dustin's head. It looks fucking insane, and the internet is going crazy about the video clip that went viral online. WWE's Mark Henry said to fire that man ASAP. Trish Stratus used an emoji with the woman covering her face. Randy Orton called the missed punches complete drizzle shits, and Dustin Rhodes took to Twitter himself. This is what he had to say about it. It is almost 2020, and I am embarrassed at what I just saw in a great business that I still protect to this day. Please learn how to punch, or better yet, come to my class that I hold weekly, and I will teach you. Well, come to find out, the guy who did it is a wrestler. His name is Eric Cannon, and he did take full responsibility, and he gave his reason why. This is what Cannon had to say. You guys, it was me. Dustin Rhodes is a legend and one of my all-time favorites. He was already bleeding. I was just trying to take care of him. If you guys haven't checked the video, you gotta see it. The bad boy Joey Janela did an interview with Fightful.com. When he was asked about him being in more video packages, Janela said, "It's gonna happen. We've got Nick Mondo doing stuff. We inspired Mondo to come back into the business and film stuff after he's seen what me and D'Amato were doing. It's a full circle show now. I'll get to work with Nick Mondo, who I also emulated when I got thrown off the building. It's a weird matrix that I'm living in." Also about him coming from the indies and right on national and international TV and pay-per-views. It was weird coming in and never doing TV before, and a lot of these guys are really pushing for me. Tony Khan has been fucking awesome. He's the best boss ever, and he really cares about the guys. We can't do whatever we want, but we do have a lot more creative control. If we signed anywhere else, we wouldn't have the creative control that we have here, Janela said. And about his upcoming spring break event. The collective this year is going to be so crazy. We have bands, even an SMM party. If you have a weird fetish, you can come to at midnight. We're doing a lot of shit. Spring break is going to be bigger than it's ever been before. And spring break is awesome. I was at last year's in Jersey's. It kicks fucking anus. On the WWE news. Well, unless you've been living under a rock, we've all known that the rated R superstar Edge will be making his return to WWE sometime early next year. He was out forever because he had an injury that literally, if he took a bump wrong, he would be paralyzed for life. Sheamus had the same thing, and both of them are back, so you can recover from it, which is a great thing. But not only is he going to be coming back for just a short match, the rated R superstar has signed a new WWE contract with the company. It'll be amazing if they have him and Matt Hardy rekindle their fucking feud they had years ago. Also, Dana Brooks just re-signed with the WWE for another whopping 5 years. Sonya DeVille did an interview with Skype Sports. They asked her about her move to the main roster, if she's happy where she is at right now. This is what my future wife had to say. I think everyone has a time in their life. In general, and especially in the WWE, there is a time and place for everyone's climb and rise to the top. And I think that you haven't seen Sonya's peak yet, obviously, and I'm blessed. I'm one of the youngest females in the locker room. I'm 26, so I have longevity with the company, and I'm blessed to be here for a long time. So I'm excited for the future. DeVille also was asked if she ever feels unappreciated. She said, "I feel respected. I feel like the fans want to see more of me, you know? And I think that's cool that they want to see more. And I think it's cool that they haven't got to see more yet because it just makes it appreciate it more when that time does come. And I agree. Since she was in NXT, I knew she was a huge fucking talent, and I can't wait to see what the future holds for Sonya DeVille. Impact Wrestling. Impact Wrestling finally let Killer Kross out of his contract. Killer Kross has been trying to get out of it since earlier this year, even last year, and they haven't let him out, but they finally came to terms, and now he is a free agent. We already know, like last week, he did appear in AAA Wrestling in Mexico, and he does have dates coming from an upcoming MLW show. I can't wait to see who he actually signs with, though. For some reason, I think Kross is going to be going with NWA. Maybe not, who cares, as long as he gets his due. He's a huge talent, and he deserves his proper push wherever he decides to go. Speaking of NWA, they announced their next pay-per-view, and it is called Hard Times. It takes place this January. If you want tickets, you're going to have to buy them secondhand because the tickets for the pay-per-view sold out in just under 3 hours. Congratulations to NWA and their entire crew. They are doing so good, and we are so happy for them. It's a great product to watch. Random wrestling news. Well, Vince Russo is seeking attention again. I don't know why, but somebody asked him his views on NXT, AEW, what have you, and here's what Russo had to say. Wrestling is all about the spectacle you gotta make. If television viewers are clicking through their channels, bro, you gotta give them something to make them stop and watch. If they stop for a second and you engage them, now you have the opportunity to grab them. Bro, if both shows NXT and AEW are match after match after match after match, why am I choosing from between one and the other? And bro, guess what? If I'm not a wrestling fan, I'm not watching either one of them. But if I'm a television viewer and I'm watching TV and all of a sudden there is a spectacle, I'm stopping on that spectacle. That's what all this shit was. Chris, it's gimmicks. It's getting people to stop and ask the question, what the hell is going on here? Even though I don't like Russo, I do respect him, and he is absolutely right with that point. I reported a few days ago that Primo Colón was saying that he never gave WWE a dirty piss, yet they still gave him a 30-day violation for it. We also know that bigger names like Brock Lesnar, John Cena, The Rock, what have you, they never have to take piss tests, whether they're with the company for a long time, a couple months, or just a pay-per-view. Well, ex-employee Ryback gave some insight about the WWE doping policies, and this is what the big guy had to say. As far as I know, nothing has probably changed on that, because it was all through Aegis. They're working with WWE, and they're Dr. Black. Where it was always multiple times a year, they just show up. Every once in a blue moon at a live event like on a Friday. Typically, though, it'd be on a TV day, Monday or Tuesday. You get to the building, and Mark Carrano had his little corral of referees. They'd always tell you, the drug testers are here. And which I would always say, yeah, I'm going to go eat first. Because you get to the building after working out, you go and you get some food. Then they try to get you in there really quickly, though, and they corral you into their talent relations. All you do is sit down with a big group in there, and you're just fucking drinking water to wait until you have to piss. And eventually, after I was there, I would just do my own thing. I would go eat, unpack, get situated. I drink some water so that when I went there, I already had the piss. They get it. Get your ID. They do the whole check deal, the paperwork. You go into the bathroom. You pull your pants down to your ankles. You lift up your shirt. You show the guy your tits. You show him your dick. And then you piss right in front of him. It's really an annoying process in the grand scheme of things because the people that they get you in there with are fucking weirdos to begin with. And I mean, in all seriousness, it's an odd job to get into. And again, it's all covered by WWE to protect themselves. And that's all this stuff. It's not an enjoyable process. It is what it is, though. You know what you signed up for when you go there, you do it. But as far as I know, that's the way it goes. And they also asked him about other big names having to take the urine test. For some reason, he went in about Triple H. He said, Hunter, there's no way. And if he is pissing, he'll do it as a publicity stunt. Hunter's whole career has been made on steroids. I grew up watching the guy. I seen him with them and without them. Without them, he doesn't exist in pro wrestling. And I grew up loving him as one of my favorites. And that's what it is. It is very biased what they do there and all that. But the policy in and on itself, I love it. I wish they had a strict drug testing policy across all of wrestling. All right, peeps. Well, that's it for now. I will be back as soon as I can with some wrestling news. I don't forget about you guys. Like I said, I get off at 3 o'clock. Got to take care of my daughter. You got dinner. You got chores. You got errands. Where's there time to get this to you, peeps? But I'm always thinking about you, and I always do it whenever I can. Remember to check us out on all major podcasting platforms. Facebook and YouTube, the AEW Insider, and on Twitter, we're the AEW Insider 1. Definitely check out all our other videos and show us some love. I'll talk to you guys in a few, peeps. Ciao.